sklearn, kernel approximation, RBF sampler. Description: RBF sampler is a class in scikit-learn that approximates the feature map of a radial basis function. RBF kernel using a random Fourier feature RFF method. This method enables the use of kernels in linear models, accelerating the training process and reducing memory consumption compared to directly using the kernel. Inputs: gamma a float, specifying the width of the RBF kernel. It controls the smoothness of the resulting features, with larger values leading to smoother features. N components an integer, representing the number of random features to generate. This determines the dimensionality of the transformed feature space. Higher values usually lead to a better approximation but increase computational cost. Random state an integer or none, used for reproducibility of the random feature generation. If none, the random number generator is initialized using the current system time. Outputs: transform X applies the RBF approximation to the input data X, returning the transformed features. X can be a NumPy array or a sparse matrix. Steps: generate random vectors. The RBF sampler generates n components random vectors from a Gaussian distribution with 0 mean and variance equal to 1 to gamma 2. Calculate inner products for each data point in X. Compute the inner product between it and the generated random vectors. Apply cosine function. Apply the cosine function to the inner products and multiply by the square root of 2n components. This results in the approximate feature representation. Metrics: approximation quality. The quality of the approximation can be evaluated by comparing the performance of a linear model trained on the approximated features to the performance of a kernel model trained on the original data. Computational time: the time required to generate the approximate features is usually significantly lower than the time required to calculate the kernel matrix for the original data. Visualization plots: feature distribution. Plotting the distribution of the generated features can help visualize the effect of gamma and n components on the feature space. Performance comparison. Plotting the performance of a linear model trained on the approximated features against the performance of a kernel model on the original data can help assess the approximation quality. Fine-tune parameters. Gamma adjusting. Gamma can control the smoothness of the resulting features. A smaller gamma leads to more localized features, while a larger gamma leads to smoother features. N components. Increasing n components generally leads to a better approximation but increases computational time and memory consumption. Uncertainty methods. Confidence intervals. Confidence intervals for the approximated features can be obtained by applying standard statistical techniques to the random feature generation process. Bayesian methods. Bayesian methods can be used to model the uncertainty in the approximation process and obtain posterior distributions for the generated features. Challenges and fixes. Challenge 1: overfitting. If the number of random features is too low, the model might overfit to the training data, leading to poor generalization performance. Sample use case. Using a small value of n components, the model might achieve high accuracy on the training set but fail to perform well on unseen data. Fixes: increasing the value of n components to reduce the risk of overfitting. Challenge 2: computational cost. Generating a large number of random features can be computationally expensive, especially for large datasets. Sample use case. When dealing with millions of data points, generating a large number of random features may take a long time. Fixes: using a smaller value of n components or exploring techniques like subsampling or mini-batching to reduce the computational cost.